is it?
It's a horse they found wandering about in no man's land.
What kind of an horse?
A miraculous kind of an horse, be my guess.
War Horse, a movie in theaters now by Steven Spielberg, follows a horse through war. It's an interesting perspective because you don't often see that, but it's a horse that is obtained by a man who is supposed to be getting a horse for his farm, a plow horse, but instead he gets a thoroughbred horse, which really upsets his wife. But his son forms an incredible attachment to this horse, and when he's taken away to fight in the war, this boy decides to follow him to get him back. It's pretty cool. I really liked it. I thought it was fantastic. It's been nominated in 6 categories, and I think it'll win at least one. What do you think?
I completely agree with you. I think this movie was by far probably one of the most beautiful movies I've seen this year.
Yeah, it was nominated for Best Picture, Best Cinematography,
sound mixing, sound editing,
soundtrack by John Williams,
and then
on art direction too. The art direction
yeah.
was fantastic. It was phenomenal. It was beautiful to watch. Just the images were well constructed.
And it wasn't always, like, there were some really amazing scenes, like the beginning of the movie where the horse is running through the valley and there's like the trees and the grass and the sun, and it's just beautiful. It's like straight out of, it kind of reminded me of like Lord of the Rings, you know how they had the beautiful settings. It was just like that. It was
absolutely
gorgeous. And
then you've got this fresh-faced little boy, this earnest young man who sees this horse running, and he decides that he loves it, he wants it, and his heart just suddenly like attaches to this horse, and they grow together at the beginning of the movie, and then when this horse is taken away, you can really see how upset he is and how determined he is to get his horse back.
Yeah, and like I was saying, it's not always happy. There's these beautiful scenes that are just so like edgy and gripping, and you're on the edge of your seat because it's so intense, and you know the scenes I'm talking about. I'm not going to tell you because you have to go see it. But yeah, there's these really intense scenes, and they're just gorgeous to watch.
The film actually won, another award it's actually already won is Outstanding. The American Humane Association gave this production an outstanding for the way they treated their animals. So while there are some tough scenes to watch, you can rest assured that no animals were hurt in the making of the production, which I felt very
Which
very
is
good
surprising because those horses are amazing actors.
Yeah.
They did a really good job.
And you were saying earlier you appreciated that they didn't give dialogue to the horses.
Yeah.
You know, they just shot them for what they were. There was nothing added. We weren't trying to anthropomorphize them. They're not humans. We appreciate just the fact that it's a horse and it has value for what it is.
But they did give them a lot of human qualities, and you really got to see their personalities. And there's even scenes where like the horses stick up for each other, and the horses like create these bonds and these friendships, and you don't have to have them talking back and forth in order to have that aspect to the movie, which I really enjoyed.
I think that was part of the sound mixing and sound editing. They did such a great job conveying emotion through other things instead of just words.
Exactly,
I thought there were a lot of really poignant pauses, just silence that was well placed. I think I hope it wins, at least Best Picture. I mean, I don't know if it has as much of a chance, but
yeah, for Best Picture, I mean, there's a lot of really strong contenders, and when I look at the lineup, I mean, it is a really amazing movie, but its chances, some of the other movies have better chances of getting Best Picture.
Absolutely.
But for art direction and for cinematography, I think they have a really strong chance with those categories.
Yeah, definitely.
And the cinematographer, especially, because...
Yeah, Janusz Kaminski, who is actually an alum of Columbia, is nominated for Best Cinematography, which is pretty fantastic. Columbia students, you could be headed to the Academy Awards.
Yeah.
I'm planning to go.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
We'll be there in, like, what, 2 years max?
Yeah.
Cool.
1.5. Come on.
Yeah. Ideally, we could work on a movie with Steven Spielberg, too.
Yeah.
Something like this, where we get to travel and spend time.
Where was War Horse filmed?
I want to say Ireland. It looked like Ireland, the hills, but I feel like it was it might have been England too. I'm not sure. The rocks though, the rocks in the hills that looked like Ireland.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The rest was probably somewhere closer.
So War Horse was an amazing movie. It is still in theaters, and you should definitely go check it out and buy it once it comes out on DVD, because it is worth the price of admission, worth the price of the DVD, worth your time. Amazing.